They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
We got this.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This is unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to try and do this himself. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So now out is the Panther offense as he'll come in and go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
He's brought down at the 37.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Easy work. It's easy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Falcons.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Let's go.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
2nd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Back to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.